and welcome everyone. It's time for more Atomfall, where last time we started exploring Wyndham Village. I still can't say that correctly. Wyndham Village. There we go. It's a lot of W's in there. I don't like it. Yes, we started exploring the village. Let's just say that instead. And there are a lot of juicy secrets in this place. A fair few places I could go into, find some secret loot. I have a Molotov cocktail recipe now, for example. I also found some interesting information relating to what we're seeing right here. A person connected to the druids who wanted to take out this guy's spy. Was she actually a spy of his? Well, I mean, we don't know for sure. They thought that she were. I suppose that was enough for them to want her dead. We also found another way into the interchange to data center A. So we have that now. We can actually check that on the map. If we go to the interchange, we now have, indeed, data store Alpha. And that opened up the door into the central processor. So if we go, for example, from Slad and Dale, we can now access this through here. We don't have to worry about the door here. There are still locked doors though, and we can probably open them when we get power in here. So I suppose it's going to have to be, when we find our sort of next battery, we're going to have to make a choice, like which wing do we want to power up first and which one is more interesting. This wing has a lot of blue flowers and stuff, and first I thought that it was going to be a problem because the notes that I found said that yes, the blue stuff hurts you, but nothing really happened, so I didn't think too much about it. Then we came down to where I suppose, is that what, no, that's not where the power goes, but it's like an area we want to go to, same as we had in both C and D. That place hurt like hell, so we don't want to go there until we have some ways of sort of going in there, I suppose, some sort of, I don't know, protection. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out. And in the end, indeed, we went into the church. There is a murder mystery to be solved. Lovely Macy here is dead. And we chatted to Vicar McHenry, and basically we're tasked to go about town. And since we had already found evidence of who probably is the culprit, we have a lead as to where to go. Is that what we have set currently? No, we just have the interchange. We don't need that one. Let's set this as our thing. Let's set this as our active thing. I'm not sure that we are going to do this. If we go to the village part, like what we have explored is sort of this area. So we can see that we have equal parts left to explore. I don't know exactly how much of this is going to be accessible because we have, of course, still the military about, but we can see that we have a very straight path down here, so to speak, to where we haven't been, and that is where we're, you know, rumored to go, so to speak. That's about it, I suppose. I now noticed something. Hello. Interesting. Let's begin by exploring the church. Ooh, I'm not allowed. Well, I say I'm not allowed. I can go through here. Oh, there's also up. Well, there you go. We're going to get back to Macy, because I do know that I can explore her. I don't want to explore Macy. I just want... Ooh, hello. A glass bottle. No, but ooh. A chest. The vicar's key. Reason to take him out, I suppose. Unless I can find the key. I don't know if that's a thing I can do. But okay, the vicar has a chest hidden away a bit. Intriguing. I can search her body, is what I wanted to say. Maybe some... oh, Wyndham. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit interesting. You can come up all the way over here. Potatoes? Do I need to eat? I don't know. I do need to eat. Good. Oh, hello. Why is this not a collectible? Hello, little... Oh, it's bats. Oh, it's bats. Oh, it's bats. I didn't understand. Stupid bats. Stupid bats. Ow. That was straight to my face. Or for my face, maybe I should say. Screw off. Screw up, bloody buggers. There's basically rats, and then there's airborne rats. I know that these are not airborne rats, but you know what I mean. Oh, there we go. And are you just going to keep on coming? Okay, let's get our paws down. Are we? No, we're still not. Are you just gonna keep on coming? I think you are. But that's very annoying. Okay, let's be quick about this. That I cannot collect. I can collect this. We get nothing. Burn. Oh, right. For the love of God, I'm gonna just hide a bit. We'll have some people working here. Right. How about... I have a lot of melee damage buff increase. That's actually interesting, a combat stim. You know what? I'm just gonna use that one. Now we can go in here. Oh, crap. I want the burn salve, thank you, and now we get the hell away from here. That was a very silly place, let's not go there again. Why did the... I was about to say rats, bats. Why did they keep respawning? That's a bit annoying. But, okay, hold on. We have stuff. Kepler's Star. Page torn from a history book. Kepler's Star. Kepler's Star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye to date. It occurred in 1604 in the constellation of Ophiuchus. I don't think I've ever seen that name, Ophiuchus, and was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it is difficult to estimate its range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It was observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. Cool. Also, by the way, yes, he doesn't want me to talk to the military about this because he's a bit afraid that they might come and just shut the church down or something. And indeed, I wandered into the scene of a recent murder in Wyndham Village church. The vicar was standing by the corpse and rather urgently asked me to leave. Yes, but I insisted, damn it. Right. What's down here? What secrets do you have here? Probably rats. Probably rats. Okay, what do we have? Ooh. See, this is interesting. Not gonna lie. Oh, is this... Oh, okay. Never mind. This is the morgue. Like this... That is weird. Hold on. Yes, I want this out. Is this where you keep the coffins? That is a bit weird because, like... Or is this... Oh, or is this a place where people literally can be buried? Oh... See, kind of like the Draugr in Skyrim, I suppose. Cloth do not need. Requires unknown key, you say? Well, that's unfortunate. More cloth just lying about. So yeah, I mean, this very much looks, you know, permanent, if you would. So, okay, well, that's indeed a bit intriguing still that you have that here. Okay. Oh. Ordered up place, gotcha. Oh, here we go. Site is the Garrow. Brand new thing. Friends, heard a report that the site is the Garrow was captured and carted off to the protocol camp in Skevermore. Seems like that's the location of the prison they keep threatening us with. Tread carefully. They've been on high alert ever since she showed up in town. Might be best to lay low until things calm down. Okay. So we have a scientist to look for in Skevermore. I'm a bit did I push that over? No, I didn't. A bit apprehensive at going to Skevermore. Feels like a dangerous place to be for someone like me. But let's not think too much about that. We're not there just yet. Alright then, so the church had still a few secrets to it. I think I had read that one. Yes, indeed. So let's go with chat. Not chat, she's dead. Let's go and search. What's I? Oh, hello. I had a prompt there. What? It was... Ah, a sickle. Okay. Do I want a sickle? You know what? I don't so much care about this. Let's drop this for now. I want a sickle. And I now get it. Here we go. Take, that goes in here. So what's that? Average damage, fast attack speed, and causes bleed. That is a bit interesting. Swipe a lot and bleed people. I might actually, yeah, okay, right. Not entirely opposed to having that one. We'll remove those of there. The limited bag space is intriguing, specifically with regards to trade, because like the stuff that you carry, all of those things are things that you want, so how are you expected to be trading anything? I don't know. Do you have anything I can read? No, you have a... Well, that's my revolver, so that's fine. A bloodied note, huh? Mereview Hotel. Okay. The nobles found on Maisie Higgins' corpse in the church. Her blood is still on the paper. Spotted some possible foul play. I'm going to camp out at the ruined cottage, but the Mereview Hotel to get a better look. Okay. So that is relevant to this, I suppose. Yes. But obviously has been resolved. Somehow this is this relevant? Potentially. Yeah, we have... All of this is apparent. I mean, it could just be that they are in the vicinity of, well, the church, therefore they are relevant. But yeah, I don't know. Now, as for the vicar's key, like I can take down people, but I don't think I want to. Oh, I can actually... Is there stealing in this game? Like, I'm just gonna eat their bread and take their decanter of brandy. There we go. So yeah, would he be storing the key somewhere? Is that a thing that happens in this game, or do I literally have to kill him? I would like it if there was a way to take down people friendly-like. That is to say, not kill them. You have the key here. So I can take them. If I crouch... Not even like properly hidden anyway. You know what? We'll think about a key later. Let's get out of here and start exploring this. Start exploring for this episode, but continue exploring the town with regards to the last episode. That made sense, right? And out again, and bloody hell, a lot of people are talking. And the situation from the last episode has resolved itself, because there were a bunch of people here who were agitated, let's just say. They're not anymore, so presumably they're just going to be friendly and walk about instead of just trying to be on alert, so to speak. That's good. There are also slightly more military here than there were before, but that's fine. Right. Any reason to check this out, by the way? Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Ah, no. I'm fine.
Bloody hell, that's a relief.
Hey, keep your eyes peeled now.
Yes.
Don't know the password, do you?
No, we're fine. We're fine. Should have thought about that. Right, so we have the shop here. This is our first destination, so to speak. So are these villages...
I'll finish my book today, I think. Start it again tomorrow.
Bloody hell. So I'm gonna assume that this part of the village, which is very lovely, is not gonna be all boarded up and sad. This is gonna be... Is it actually gonna be a load zone to get in here? I thought better of you, game. Like, that is almost Starfield level of, well, stupidness in some ways, I suppose.
A new customer. How'd you do?
It's Morris, the murderer. How do I play this out, then? You have very meager selection, don't you? Is that... Are those supposed to be candles? I suppose they're supposed to be candles. You have... stuff. Hello, we're gonna get to you. Why do you have playing cards in front of you? Our business that bad that you have to, like, play solitaire while you wait? Because you should do something about that. I'm not gonna assume. Open to trade on all items. Can I even... It doesn't say anything about stealing. Shop backdoor key, huh? I mean... It's just sitting there. Okay, let's not piss him off right now. Hello, Morris
Welcome
Wick.
to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with?
Oh, did you want to bribe them as well, huh? And also, why do you have to sound and look very suspicious? Oh, bloody hell. Right, no idea why they let me in, any of your business, more interested in why the soldiers are here in the first place, or never mind that, we need to talk about your friends in the woods. Let's really get down to business immediately. Or I would rather tie you to Macy's murder, there we go. So, I mean, I kind of know why. Because someone thinks that maybe potentially outsiders could be helpful, so I kind of know that. Defensive? No. Let's talk about why they're here in the first place. What's your take on that?
There are saviours and protectors. Well, that's their story, any road. They came in when the government built them walls around the place. Don't think the plan was for them to get trapped in here, same as us, but here they are. Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy.
See, I wouldn't mind trading before we go about pointing fingers. So, okay. But, yeah, you also don't sound too keen on these here soldiers, do you?
Listen, a word to the wise, eh? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not somewhat to sympathize with.
Uh-huh. Cool. So, yeah, what do you know about the power plant and what happened there?
Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow.
Ooh, what do you mean? So, right. Cool, yeah. What do you mean, most of us?
In the months after the disaster, some people started to turn a bit odd. Nothing bad, just different, you know. Kept going on about the soil calling to them. People you'd known your whole life, proper sober folk, suddenly talking about a new purpose. Then one night, they all upped and marched off into woods. Soldiers have been properly down about any talk, since that might sound a bit, you know, pagan. I shouldn't be talking about it neither.
Well, okay. Now you are a bit interesting, because what we've found puts you together with those people. But to a completely random stranger, you're making a case that makes it sound like you are not really on their side. Not that you're opposed to them, but just not one of them. Is this a defensive thing? Like, are you just trying to make sure that no one, you know, is suspicious of you? Potentially. So maybe, yes, maybe, it could be that he isn't the killer. He just looks like a killer, sounds like a killer, or at least, you know, fishy. But that's just a ruse. We should trade first, because if anything happens, I would love to see what you have. So you have a painkiller recipe. You have a Terrier 22 rifle rusty, don't want that. You have basic stuff. I mean, the grenades I like, not gonna lie, the grenades I like. Now, if I sell, let's say, the radiation, yes, now I can get something from you, but you didn't have anything that interesting. I mean, painkillers are probably... I don't have a painkiller jar right now, right? No, I just have... I have other stuff. It would probably be nice to have that, but like, let's say that you can't even click it. Let's say I give you something I have, let's say a Molotov cocktail. How much is that worth you? You know what? Not too bad. Am I gonna be throwing a nail bomb? You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, how am I gonna be... Like, not much is valuable to you. So the sniper rifle, yes. The shotgun. Okay, what about this guy? There we go. Okay, so you definitely want the Sten gun and Mark II. Maybe even if I... Then I can... Oh, right. True, because that's one of those weapons. Okay, what's like... Slightly less valuable, if you know what I mean. How about
Not
the
too interested in those.
bandage? Yeah, bandage is fine. Actually, I think it is fine with just this one. So you know what I'll do? No, that's... I need to trade away something. So I suppose it is a bandage. I mean, I can just make another bandage immediately, yes. So if I do that, I get a recipe. Recipes are good. Complete that trade. There we go.
Thank you for your business. Get
Now.
new stock in now and
Now.
then, so come back any time. I might have something new for you.
Okay, so now I again don't want him to go away. So let's not just go and point fingers and blame him for everything. Let's just say I have a letter and a dead body. What's this? What does this mean?
How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business.
Well,
Beliefs? They're the truth. Can't you see what's going on here?
Didn't mean
The
to do that.
protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it.
Okay, so I have no idea what I clicked. The reason why that happened was that I accidentally pressed the mouse button. I didn't want to release the mouse button in case my character did something stupid, but then I sort of automatically clicked the thing because I released the mouse button while I was... Okay. I don't know what I said, but I gotta be honest, he made a lot of he said a lot of interesting things there, which means that I now do believe that he is on the side of the weird people talking about the soil and linking him with the druids very, very much. So you know what? Right, let's keep prying him, and yeah, what are your intentions then with all of that? Like, what are you doing about it, basically?
I want what's best for village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted.
Okay, so are you saying that you killed Macy? We can say that. Well, I've nothing to do with the vicar, I could say. Or the vicar was spying on you. Maybe I should just go and tell the captain about this. Lawful. I'm not going to be lawful. That I still don't know exactly where I am with my character and what my character will be doing, but lawful won't be it, because I've already killed military men. Not that they're necessarily national military men, if you know what I mean. So yeah, are you saying that the vicar is spying on you, perhaps?
Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocols sweet. Or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is. Pure and simple. Look, whoever you are, wherever you hail from, don't snitch on us about that letter, eh? The village needs the shop. It needs me. What I think should be me own business, shouldn't it? I'm not harming no one. Let's just get back to trading, eh?
I mean, okay. Like, you're not hurting anyone, you've killed someone, or was that not you? I am gonna accuse him of it, and we'll see what happens. It might be that he is gonna say, no, it wasn't me, it was someone else. You have to find more evidence or something like that, so... Yakuza! You killed Macy.
Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look. Just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot with old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer, not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is vicar. Summat had to be done.
Okay, so you do confess to the murder, but you think that you are in the right. A lot of people have thought that they were in the right, and a lot of people have been very, very wrong. So protocol would have you killed if the lot of you believes question mark. You can't justify a murder. Well, sometimes you can. Perhaps you're right about the vicar being the real menace here. Ooh, apparently that's pragmatic. Not sure that I'm agreeing with that. But yeah, okay, you know what? How about we play a bit of good cop here? So, yeah, if the protocol learned about your beliefs, they would probably have you killed.
Oh, aye. Or chuck you in that jail of theirs, which is just as much a death sentence, except slower. All I'm saying is that we messed up, with factories and machines and that. We should have stayed close to the soil. Simple as that. How is that treason? I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
See, I won't do that. You're not getting the letter. However, you did say that you paid them to not, like, bother you. That seems a bit fishy to me. So you can't stop me, this needs to be reported. Get out of Wyndham, and I won't have to get the soldiers involved. You make it worth my while, and nobody else has to know about this. See, that's a good thinking right there. If she was as bad as you say, maybe it was necessary. No. Okay. How worth my while can you make this?
I scratch your back, you scratch mine, eh? Fair enough. Here, you take this. As a thank you, I suppose. I'm happy, you're happy. And the village doesn't have to worry about that quizzling Maisie anymore. And look, if you want to know more about her, you know, the purpose, well, there's someone I'd love you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. I'll mark the spot for you. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed.
Intriguing. Now, you probably haven't gotten anything new. No. So, fine. Apparently, that actually did solve this thing for me. Okay, and now I know what happens if you have full inventory. Things just bounce off you and into the void. Well, I say void, but like, on this occasion, on a counter. Very lovely. And that is something... Well, actually, you know what? Let's stop for just a moment and say that apparently... that solved it. So I've kept your secret, but I've also kept the vicar's secret. So I agreed to keep quiet that Morris Wick, the shopkeeper, was responsible for the murder. So how the hell is... It says resolved. It's not resolved. I can still go and talk to people and say that, hey, this guy. Ooh, right, about hearing voices from the guy. We did get a note that more people have done so. And indeed, data store alpha. A lot of, open lists. These are the open lists. A lot of stuff still. These are just those. So anyway, crafting manual, master guide, crafting. So how's that? How's that for a thing? What did I get? I got crafting speed. I mean, in a pinch that could be interesting, but like not that interesting. Apparently I do have, oh, I have 4. Interesting. Carry more crafting supplies and ammo. I mean, that's a bit interesting because some of these are not that plentiful, if you know what I mean. That's interesting. And then recipes to craft upgraded versions of weapons. Now that is interesting. So, by the way, just as a reminder, I have 4 points. I could already get the disarm traps skill. Or, yeah, skill. I still don't know if I want to. Like, it is a good idea to have it, but so far, all traps that I've found have been avoidable. Doesn't mean that that will remain the case. I am actually gonna bank here, because while some of these are absolutely interesting and potentially relevant, if you know what I mean, like charisma would be very nice to not have to give away as much stuff. Also interesting. I will still keep my points, so to speak. Now that we have done that also, yeah, what should we track right now? Also, yeah, well, I still don't know. I have somewhere here, that's the hotel. I mean, I have stuff here, but I can't actually look at it. In investigation, Dr. Garrow, but that's not here. Interchange miscellaneous. Strange noises from below. Okay, that's interesting. There isn't really anything in here anymore. Well, actually, there is. There was the thing here, so you might want to go look at that. Didn't actually amount to a lead. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna steal this key. I'll say steal. He doesn't seem to necessarily mind. Nope. Is this a can I go here? Okay, cool. Yeah, we can get out there. I mean, very unnecessary, I must say. Oh! Oh! This is trespassing. This is it. Okay. Well, it does not seem to be thinking too much about me here. Rubbish they transmit. Morris from Harry. Don't bother trying to build a crystal set. As if the army boys strung around the village wasn't enough, you'll just end up hearing the rubbish they transmit inside the soul. They say it's for morale, but it's a tantamount to torture. My god, but I missed the BBC Light program. I wish I was joking about this, but they transmit their own version of Dick Barton's special agent, except it's called Jack Logan. It is the worst thing to trouble the airways since Lord Haha. Curious. Anything? Ooh. Okay. I am still trespassing. Use the bandage. Lovely. String. Is there anything in here that's like worth anything? I don't see any. Let's move back, by the way, because whether or not I'm like close or not could be important. But yeah, I don't seem to. Oh, string. Still don't care about that. Seem to be rather chill with me. Either I'm very stealthy, or he is just very unobservant. Seem to be fine here. So let's get out here and see if this like leads to somewhere. Well, it's really just around the back, so that's fun, I suppose. We have... Oh, hello! A big robot man. I still don't know exactly how to take out, but I think it has to do with that thing at the back. Which I suppose is a battery. Ooh, can we just steal it? Maybe. Right. The game actually says that there are 3 Yeah. 3 leads that I can track here. That's gather more. Is it this one probably? What would that be? Like, how do I do anything? These are all different. Like, okay, what am I tracking? If it's okay, like, is this a thing that I track here? No, not 100% what it is that I track here. It's not, as far as I can tell, anything here. That's gather more batteries and all. That's not in here, right? No, that's not in here. Then we had stuff here. Let's gather more, interchange, additionals. That's not it. What is it that I can do? Is it here, maybe?
Not sure about you.
No, but that's Casterfell. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna do there, so we don't have anything. I'm just gonna keep on looking. That's just, I think that's covered. So where am I right now? I am around here. So I wouldn't mind. Don't step too close to people. That's where I shouldn't have been. You know what? We can be down here. That's fine. Still presumably have a bunch of things to look at. That is a guy that I can probably take out, by the way. I just realized. Oh, there we go. Ow, crap. We have a door to open. Just get in here. Which is nice. Well, I can open that too. Everything just opens. Isn't that nice? No one puts locks on things. Great. Okay. Any reason to go up here? Well, I should say no, because I can literally go in here anyway. So let's, okay, where does this lead? That's up to where I have been. Humbugs and peardrops. Cool. We have some herbs. Thank you for that. Can't go in there. Little buggy. Love it. Alright, more herbs in here. This is a big house. So what could this potentially be? We are now, yeah, on the inside here. Danger, unsafe building. Well, I'll be the judge of that. I probably won't be, because I don't think I can actually make it in here. And that was the, well, yeah, everything is very boarded up. How about this place? This is the bakery. And that was the, oh, bloody hell, don't get close to people. They are, well, I say people. I say people. Military, I suppose. They are a bit touchy if you
Keep
get
the
too
peace,
close.
Civvy.
Yes, yes, yes. So, bakery. We had heard about the bakery, I think. Oh, bloody hell.
Phew!
Citizens of Wyndham.
I was about to say, is that like the information that something is here? What are you?
You here are in essence treasonous and will be treated as such.
The game is a bit buggy, not gonna lie. The game is a bit buggy. There are situations where I don't really fully understand what the hell is going on. I mean, you're not antsy, but some people were. No idea. Let's check out the bakery. You have a lovely tea set out here. That's very adorable. I can even use the tea. That gives me a cup. That is some black tea. Are you sure it's tea and not coffee? So let's drink a bit of tea. Just swipe that in one go. Lovely. Rations for fresh bread. I would love some fresh bread to my tea.
Oh, who are you?
Well, hello, Iris. Was it Iris? Yes, hello, Iris. Who the hell are you?
I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do.
Sounds like a person who doesn't, but sure. No, don't work for the soldiers. My business is none of yours. Why are you worried I might be with the soldiers? No. Let's put her mind at ease to begin with. Not with the soldiers.
Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did. It's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something.
I might, but right. I found a letter that mentions your husband is ill. Yes. How about that, huh? Anything to say?
What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day.
Interesting to... Oh, that is actually resolved, huh? That is a bit interesting, actually. This is the first time I think that the subtext or subtitles are in fact not correct regarding what she's saying. She's saying something, but the subtitles is summit, which some people actually do, like Morris, for example. It's a bit curious. Anyway, very sorry to hear that. Where is your hospital now? Why are you worried about soldiers again? Do you know where the bunker is that you have? Well, actually, I know where it is because I've been there, so we don't need to worry about that. So, you know what? Let's be sympathetic here to her.
You're sweet for saying so. It's easy to lose hope in this place. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this?
Well, now you're prying here. A tonic, you say? So maybe not a cover of some sort, but maybe a tonic. So yes, I am interested in the tonic to quieten the voices. Or I can say, if there's something wrong with your husband, shouldn't you let the soldiers know? And again, I'm sorry, not you. I'm sorry, it's... Oh, and I was about to say, what do you mean my business? But I literally mean that this whole thing is not of my business. Anyway, the tonic, would love a recipe if you have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any of the tonic left. I know where you can get some, though. There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe. She lives out by the old mine. I can mark on the map where to find her. And listen, I hate to ask, but could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single bottle. We're almost run out.
Absolutely, I shall do that. A lot of stuff is going on. Right. I think that potentially Casterfell Woods is where we go after Wyndham Village. Absolutely, I shall definitely do that. But yeah, we're not going to report anything to protocol. Don't worry about that. I shall do that for you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Okay, well, trade though. You have, well, bread. And also burn cell recipe. That is a bit interesting. If I... Oh, I haven't actually... Oh, you know what? Go back. It should be
I know.
Never actually learned this, did I? There we go. So now in crafting, I can make painkillers. Damage resistance buff is nice. Requires, if the text would just go away, iodine. Whenever the hell did I pick up iodine? Water, glass, and herbs, not a problem, but a lot of herbs. So, you know what? Getting that skill to increase the amount of stuff we can carry. Like, for example, scrap. I mean, yeah, okay, some of these I don't really have a whole lot of, but ooh, that might actually be interesting. You know what, I am going to track this one for now, until we find something else, and that is, ooh, Casterfell Woods over there. Gotcha. And also the bakery, well, actually that one, there we go, can do that. Let's have a chat. I wouldn't mind unlocking more recipes after all. What would you like? Would you like a Molotov? A little bit, but not much. How about a grenade? Yeah, see, we're getting somewhere. I can live with you having the sticky bomb. And yes, I literally just sold my SMG, didn't I? So how about you get some bullets? It's getting closer. There we go. Complete the trade. Lovely. So there we go. Sell some stuff that I can actually make myself after all.
People come here to barter all the time. Might have new things for you if you call back now and again.
That is interesting. I
know.
I would assume that that is like triggered by potentially events in the game. Is that a correct assessment? And I'm gonna assume I can't go in there. thinking you're gonna be like, no, don't go there. I'm not even gonna try. You know what, lady? I'm okay with you just having your situation here and me not bothering you too much. You do have a lot of lovely cakes. Who the hell cut that cake, though? Bloody hell, that's a menace. Alright, then. Ooh, you have pigs in blankets, or what they call in Denmark, pølsehorn. Love those. Anyway, let's get the hell away from here. Well, I would if the game didn't bug out. I have a problem. I can't get out. And I literally mean it. I cannot get out. I'm stuck in some horrible, horrible void here where I can't get out. And I've been trying to, because literally if I just reload inside, which is nice, I did get a autosave. Oh, bloody hell. I did get an autosave inside, but every time I try to get out, this happens. We might have to find a different way out. So this lady has me in a tough spot, because I can't physically get out here. I need to find a different way out. I know there is a different way out. I know there's a back door, but do you allow me to do that? Okay, you know what? So far, so good. Okay, this baker might have some secrets I would be interested in. Maybe it was a nice idea to not, actually, but here we go. Now, am I hearing voices because I've been exposed to the blue stuff, or is this something else? Okay, that's interesting. We have a thing up here. Do you also keep your key close, though? I think I know where her husband is. Now, oh. Hello? Who are you? You're just a villager. I can take down for some reason. Okay. Cornish pastry. Bakery bedroom. Why is there just a villager in here? Can people just be here? It's also... You're not sleeping in there, are you? In the bedroom. I see. Did I just see also... No, that's just your reflection. Okay, we have... Oh, that's the best key. That is the best key. That is the key that might actually allow me to leave. But also look after the bakery from Tina. Iris, of course I can look after the bakery for a spell. I'll bring some broth over for your feller too. A hearty meal's always the best medicine. Come by the garage in the morning and I can collect the keys from you. Ooh, okay. I won't dare ask what you have to do in Casterfell. Just make sure the soldiers don't stop you. So, potential key in the garage? Maybe? Question mark? But hopefully I can at least get out now. a different way. Oh. You say? Wait, did I get it? But also it's still there. I don't know what's going on with that. That was not a key. That is just string. It's a bedroom key. But yeah, a... What are you just doing? I don't understand. A garage. Gotcha. So, bloody hell, that is loud. Let's try to get out here and see if I can not be in, a terrible void in the middle of scenery. On this occasion, it's all fine. Lovely. Okay, so that's where you go in and out of this place. Absolutely. Okay, well, we can do a little bit more, I'd say. Garage was one thing. Anything in these? Here we go. Ooh, hello. What's going on here? Well, I can close the door here. This looks a bit garagey, don't it? Okay, but we don't go in there, apparently. Because again... Oh. What is going... Oh. What are you... And who is shooting? Again, it's not me. But is this... no, this cannot be. Oh, bloody hell. There's another... What is going on? Just people running about. So what is this place? Is this the garage? People fine with me being here? So, sir, I am not causing problems. Okay, they're causing problems with each other. Are you? Yeah, you're just a villager. This very much seems to be some potatoes. That's fine. Okay, you're just right. Rally around the flag. Pocket full of shells. We have Old Hound whiskey, which I actually do not need. Some bits and pieces over there, which I probably don't need. Okay, no, nothing really interesting here. You're just going back to your posts. Right. Which or where would be the best thing? You know what, let's check these out and then sort of turn back on ourselves. Oh, hello. We have a thing. Check it out. Right over here. There we go. It's random. What do we get from this thing? Iodine! And an explosive lure. How does that work? Bait attached an explosive attracts swarms. Okay. That is a bit interesting. That's a way to deal with, well, swarms. That may shortly after pulling the pin. Gotcha. Interesting. Also, by the way, yes, I did get the burn salve thing. Also iodine, cloth, water, glass. You know what? I'm looking at cloth, for example. Same thing there. 20 is my total, 4 to just make one of those. Kind of makes me a little bit interested in doing this one. Yeah. Sadly, though, it doesn't say how much. It only says, well, some. Oh, the garage is over here. Right, this is... Oh, right, I haven't been to that place yet. Let's stow that away. There we go. Anything here? You seem to just be chilling out here. That doesn't seem like a thing we can get into. Are you gonna be cool with me? Are you gonna be annoyed like the soldiers? Hello! No, we're fine. So hovering a bit. What's this thing? Tricking as well. So I want to loop back and check these houses now. If there's anything, just regular folks. More potato. I'm gonna take potato. I have some spots in my inventory right now. So why not, eh? We have some water. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary, so to speak. No.
I don't know why the locals act like that. We're protecting them, the bloody ungrateful swine.
Yes, bloody ungrateful swine. That's the villagers. I agree. Not really, but you know what I mean. Hello, sir. Okay, let's end by checking this place out.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
Nice of them to offer. So, script fragment 1. A fragment of a script. Flint, you'll never hold us for long, you fiend. You have a tiger by the tail, no mistake. Archdruid. Mad laughter. You think your threats can frighten me, Sergeant Jack Flint? Soon my master plan will go into action and all my enemies within the zone shall be turned into trees. Flint, that's what you think. Archdruid, what? What do you mean by that? Flint, ho ho, wouldn't you like to know? Don't know what to say about that, but it sounds fun.
Work out to help out.
Just a lot of noises over here, I gotta be honest. Right. Nothing really too much more here then. Alright then, well, I think that we should leave the episode here. We have, indeed, that bloody big thing here. We have that, but I think that, you know, what I suppose we do is sort of loop around here. And we have something very interesting over here. That's like around the back. We have the garage where we could potentially get a key for the bakery. And then, of course, a bunch of stuff over here. So we still have stuff to do with Wyndham Village, so that's fine. Let's try and hear as little as possible of the... Can I turn off the loudspeaker? Is that an option somewhere? I would love to. Anyway, more of this is coming in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.